WFIW weather for today. A 100% chance for rain today in Fairfield at a high of 49. 80% chance for rain tonight, a low of 44. And tomorrow, a 100% chance for showers and a high of 50. Outlook for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, a chance for warning showers on Saturday, a high of 45 and low of 32. Sunny skies on Sunday. Sunday's high 52 with a low of 30. And then sunny skies on Monday. Monday's high will be around 47 with a low of 27. Yesterday in Fairfield, our high temperature, it was 56. The overnight low was 34. We picked up 0.08 of an inch of precipitation so far today. It is currently 45 in Fairfield.
The WFIW WOKZ weather is brought to you by Subway. Make it ultimate. The new Ultimate Meatball Marinara and Ultimate Spicy Italian made on Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread are now at Subway. Melted mozzarella, Parmesan, and garlic spread and topped with their favorite veggies. Get to a participating Subway today because it's only available for a limited time.
Happy are the days of the holiday season. The following businesses wish for all their many friends and customers that the glow of love and happiness which fill this season is continued throughout the coming year. Fairfield Chamber of Commerce and Retail Merchants, love local. Shoe Creek Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy in Wayne City. Tom, Roxy, Kaylee, and Vicky. K&M Carpets on South 1st Street, Fairfield. Everyone at Richardson Funeral Home in Wayne City. DeKalb Asgo dealers David Collins, Jay Gross, and Jonathan Snyder. Wabash General Hospital, people you know, helping people you love. Haas Interiors on West Main in Fairfield. Richard, Mary, David, Linda, Tom, and Jason. And Morton Buildings in Fairfield. Lucas, Mike, Daryl, Christy, and construction crews.
Steffi Home Furnishings' huge holiday sale is now in progress. There's big savings of up to 50% on clearance items and up to 20% on nearly everything else. Steffi's are jam-packed with the newest and best furniture, bedding, and accessories from their name brand suppliers. There's also free delivery for up to 60 miles on most items and great free financing plans for qualified buyers. Don't miss out. Spruce up your home for the holidays at Steffi's, south of Times Square Mall in Mount Vernon.
Post frame buildings continue to pop up all over the area, and at Graber Post Buildings, they've been putting up buildings for over 40 years. Garages, pole barns, storage buildings, workshops, apartments, even indoor basketball courts, and some of the most attractive commercial buildings in the state. Every job is specific and unique to your wants and your needs. Graber Post also has packages for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. So for your next building or roofing project, call for a free quote at Graber Post, 800-264-5013.
Fields are resting right now, but our farm families continue to work raising livestock and planning for spring planting. You probably know an area farm family that should be recognized as the original company and First Robinson Savings Bank's Ileana Farm Family of the Year. Enter your nomination right now at WFIWradio.com. We'll announce the winner at January 24th's Farm Profit Preview in Vincennes. See WFIWradio.com for details on the Ileana Farm Family of the Year.
And my computer totally froze up after that.
Why? Oh. Is it tired?
It is apparently tired.
All right. Well, we're here. We didn't need. Hold on a second.
No.
Welcome.
No, it's dun, 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 the horse.
I do like
okay,
that.
We'll,
Good morning. I'm Mike Dreeth. That's Dave Land. Over there, somebody new.
It's me.
Tom Levine sitting in.
Hi. How are you?
Mark Turner this morning, and you're on Morning Coffee on 104.9 FM WFIW, also WFIWradio.com, and on YouTube this morning. Good morning to you, and
I'm going to tell you right now that today I'm living life on the edge.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you why I say that. We've talked about the hazards of the cookie dough, raw cookie dough, remember?
Yeah.
You've heard about the romaine lettuce scare? You've heard about the song, which I have an update on, Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what I did. I just ate raw cookie dough wrapped in romaine lettuce while listening to Baby, It's Cold Outside.
You ought to probably light
you
you
are
up.
Lucky to be alive, man.
Light up a Winston as well.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Yes, sir.
All right, I want to... I feel bad. No, Baby, It's Cold Outside. A champion professional lacrosse team
Right.
took a shot at critics opposing the controversial Christmas classic Baby It's Cold Outside by singing it during halftime of an exhibition game during the weekend.
Well,
Isn't that great?
They're asking
Yay.
for trouble.
It's a Canadian team, and the owner, Bruce Urban, said the intention was to poke fun at how sensitive the world has become. He called Baby It's Cold Outside a flirtatious, fun Christmas song.
Also saw where William Shatner, 87 years old, of Star Trek fame, also is taking on people on Twitter. The Shat is not happy with people that are taking a shot at Baby It's Cold Outside. Did you see where NASA's willing to step up and prove to Steph Curry? You know who Steph Curry is? Anybody want to take a shot at that?
Steph,
Basketball player.
Yes, Tom, you're right. He's one of the best basketball players in the NBA right now. And in an interview on a podcast this week, he said he has grave doubts as to whether or not we actually landed on the moon in 1969.
No. He said he actually doesn't think that the United States went to the moon.
There you go. Even more definitive. This guy
He said no.
This guy makes more money in one game than I've made in my career. No, I'm serious.
I believe
Yes.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So NASA now says that it has offered to show Steph Curry proof of the United States landing on the moon in '69 after the Golden State Warriors star said in the podcast he didn't believe it. Curry isn't the only NBA player to support a conspiracy theory. Last year, the Boston Celtics' Kyrie Irving said the Earth is flat. And these guys all went to college to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Is Steph Curry, what would his political leanings be? I don't know. And I really
know
don't care,
either.
but
I don't either.
making that statement,
Pretty definitive, wouldn't you say?
Let me go back to Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yes.
Did you read that sales of the single Baby It's Cold Outside have hit records this season?
Good.
People are buying
Good,
Baby It's
good,
Cold
good.
We're
Outside.
playing here on our playlist James Taylor with some female artist. And I
Right.
don't know who that is right off the top, but I've heard it here a couple of times. The classic, though, is Dean Martin, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Isn't that the standard?
I'm not sure.
I think that's one of the most
No.
popular ones.
What?
Edie Gourmet and
Steve Lawrence?
Steve Lawrence have it as well. There have been so many good duets do that song. Modern performers and people from the 40s when it was first written.
What do you think, speaking of Christmas songs, as families take to the roads and they're traveling over the highways and byways? I don't know what a byway is.
Over the river and through the woods.
There has been a new study about holiday travel examining the most common shenanigans that go on with families during holiday car rides.
Okay.
What song, I believe 67% of families traveling sing together while they're in the car going to
All right.
wherever. What song emerged as the song drivers and passengers sing along to the most?
I got an idea. How about Dashing Through the Snow in a one-horse open sleigh? Over the fields we go.
No.
Oh.
Christmas song?
Yeah, Christmas song.
White Christmas.
No.
It's not Jingle Bells.
It's
not White Christmas.
It was performed by a man who was born in Helmsburg, Indiana, which is up in Brown County.
Mm-hmm.
He died in June of 97 at the age of 63, died in Martinsville, Indiana. His name is Bobby Helms.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell,
Oh.
Jingle Bell. 1957 classic. I love that song.
I like it too, but what was that, Peggy Lee?
What?
The Jingle Bell Rock?
No.
No, Bobby Helms.
Bobby Helms.
Bobby
Didn't
Helms.
Peggy Lee do that as well?
No,
I don't think
well,
so.
if she did, she doesn't remember. But some of the others that got voted highly were Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas.
We
But-
don't sing in the car that much.
And what phrases do you hear the most traveling with other people, I'm tired. I have to go to the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Now, see, when we took long car rides, and I guess you can't do this now for political reasons, but we would listen to Bill Cosby. I downloaded Bill Cosby albums onto CD, and we listened to Bill Cosby.
I have to tell you what we did. We did two things. We had to drive back and forth from Texas 16, 17 hours.
Yeah.
One is we did, there was a Sirius channel devoted totally to Christmas radio shows, like the Jack Benny Show, et cetera, et cetera. And I think we counted White Christmas 87 times that was performed during that trip, 16 hours. And the second one we used to do is I would download Garrison Keillor, Prairie Home Companion. Found his stories to be really interesting as we traveled along the road. And that's what you do if you're going to be on a 16-hour jaunt.
When we had a trial subscription of Sirius, we listened to the Trini Lopez channel.
You know,
it was 3 songs.
I'm just going to tell you, you make fun of that. Now, Trini could be sitting right between us here in about 2 weeks. I'm still working on Trini Lopez coming and joining the show.
No, we want Megan Kelly before the Trainsters here.
I'm telling you, either one would make me happy.
Well,
There you go.
Whatever.
All right.
Go ahead. We have to take a break?
We have to take a break.
All right.
So we will be back with Morning Coffee in just a moment.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when earthquakes in Mexico took over 7,000 lives? Divers found the sunken ship Titanic. Hurricanes Elena and Gloria made a wreck of Mississippi and the East Coast. Willie Nelson and friends put on the first Farm Aid concert.
We can't lose this important part of America. Call 1-800-FARM-AID now.
Pete Rose broke Ty Cobb's record for most hits in a career.
Pete Rose? Yes, sir. This is Ronald Reagan. Your reputation and legacy is secure.
And all these songs were hits on the radio.
So I'm saving all my love for you. Down at the sunset, make me wanna cry. Loving every minute, it's a lonely old night. Dancing in the street. Oh, Sheila, gonna dress you up in my love. Living in the sea,
You've got it now, right? If not, the answer and a splash of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Save money on quality discount groceries found only at your Save-A-Lot store in Fairfield. Now through Saturday. Gallon skim 1%, 2% or whole milk $1.29. Dozen eggs 59 cents. 4-pound bag of sugar $1.29. And 3-pound bag of Gala or Red Delicious apples $1.69 each. Prices good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store, West Main and Fairfield.
September 1985. Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
Dire Straits and Money for Nothing, the top song of September 1985. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Rothrock Auctions has teamed up with JW Equipment to bring you a farm equipment consignment auction Saturday, December 15th at 8:30 a.m. south of Albion on Highway 130. There will be tractors and farm equipment up for bid. For complete details, photos, and online bidding registration, visit rothrockauction.com. For information on equipment, contact JW Equipment 445-3547 or Rothrock Auction at 442-5257. You don't want to miss this one Saturday, December 15th at 8:30 a.m. south of Albion. Rothrock Auctions, Mark Rothrock Auctioneer.
It's a December to remember holiday clearance event at J. Wilderman Autoplex in Mount Carmel. Small town giant Santa savings on new Ford, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Rams. Up to $14,000 off Ram trucks or 0% for 72 months. New Dodge Journeys as low as $17,900. New Jeep Cherokees as low as $19,900. And new Ford Edges as low as $22,900. Over 250 holiday pre-owned specials, all serviced by certified technicians and ready for immediate delivery. See all the Santa specials 24/7 at jwildermanautoplex.com.
These guys' futures are so bright, they need to wear shades. You are tuned to Morning Coffee on WFIW and WFIWradio.com. Now, back to the show.
No shades today. No shades today. It's too cloudy.
There are some places open Christmas Day if you're out traveling and wonder where will we eat? Because it reminds me of a little quick story. Back in about 1959, maybe 1960, when I was 9 or 10, our family left Christmas Day early in the morning to drive to my aunt's house in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Well, we took off, and you didn't have a lot of the fast food places then, or even any of the chain restaurants.
Was there interstate?
There was interstate, but we had to get off some of the main roads, and it was about lunchtime. I don't know where we were, but we found a little, what they call mom and pop restaurant in a little bitty town and had a wonderful Christmas lunch. So, knowing...
And it was a great memory for you.
Great. I never forgot it. Just a wonderful meal. They welcomed it. Well, where are you folks going? Well, there are... these 10 franchises will be open on Christmas Day. Several are around this area. By the way, if anybody listening works at a local restaurant that will be open Christmas Day, give us a call.
Sure.
I don't know of any that will be open.
842-3715 is the number.
Thank you. Boston Market, none around here, they're open. Denny's, Golden Corral, the Trough.
The Golden Trough.
Huddle House, 24/7, you bet, any meal, anytime. IHOP, Old Country Buffet.
Okay.
Home-style restaurant. Perkins, they're good. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
My gosh.
Take your big checkbook.
Even on Christmas Day,
Yep.
I just want to remind you that this plate has 660 degrees. Don't put your hand on it.
Smith & Walensky, don't know that one. And Waffle House.
Well,
People were having their pictures taken there maybe on Christmas Day.
That's right.
Yeah. So
For their Christmas cards.
Those places are open. I know we had on the news, is it the CP Church that's feeding people here on
Yes.
Christmas
Different
Day?
places.
It's at the CP Church this year.
CP.
Christmas Day dinner.
Right around 11:30 or so. Just bring an appetite.
Instead of the Kontiki,
Yeah.
which is now closed.
Can't do that.
So good to know. Thank you.
There's how many? We're all meat eaters, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
You're a meat eater.
Why
right?
do you think they're animals?
An Israeli startup with ties to America's most popular, is it hummus brand?
Hummus. Ground chickpeas.
Says it made the world's first lab-grown steak. I'm serious.
Okay,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Says that it was created a prototype steak, the first produced publicly in the world. The company said on Wednesday. What's the point? Is the point that you could, if you were a vegan or a vegetarian, you could eat this because it's not an animal hasn't been killed? Is that what this is about?
I think that's the point, yes.
Okay, well, I think I'd just as soon have real meat
You
myself.
know, over all the years that I've been...
Have you
Medical
had hummus?
experiments for the lot of you.
I have had
you had
hummus. I don't care for it.
My kids love it. They have it all the time.
I never
with
remember
chips.
seeing hummus brought out here as a holiday snack. Do you, Tom?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, by the way,
Is it?
I want to say thank you to the folks at Johnson and Vaughn, the funeral home here in town.
Yeah.
Out there, there's a great big thing of sugar cookies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wonder when they when they bring it to me.
Well, they know that...
Drumming up business.
They may have some butter in them, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But say, hey, here, Mike, here, a well-known diabetic.
Here, Mike, this is your tin.
By the way, have you had a pre-program? Have you signed up for that? Anyway, the point simply is
is your machine working?
Yeah. Anyway, they brought that out, and they brought the
Official
calendars. And they wanted to make sure
Is
that
the
I mentioned
official
it.
calendar still in there on that one little wall? We
Yeah.
used to have the. Okay.
Yeah, the official calendar.
You have to have an
What
official
part of the body, the moon is in, and all that.
So I always want to know when there's a full moon.
They've got a
how
really,
fishing is.
really a neat one. That one, which is kind of printed on older paper.
Right.
It looks like older paper, and I've got it in my office. So.
Guess who turned 70 today?
Oh.
Big gun rights guy. 1948, December 13th. A guitarist.
Ted Nugent?
The Nuge. 1968 was his first hit.
Motor City Madman? Is that
No.
what- Yeah.
Journey to the Center of the Mind. He was with the Amboy Dukes.
Yes.
Right.
Big
Ted
hit.
Nugent and the Amboy Dukes.
And then, of course, you had Cat Scratch Fever in 77. And the album, big album in 1990, Damn Yankees.
He's famous and or infamous
Yeah.
on cable TV now.
Yes.
There isn't anything that is not worth hitting with an arrow, and there's no hummus on Ted's plate.
He's a man.
He figures out how to pickle the hooves on anything that he harvests.
Pickled hummus hooves.
Yes, that's always good.
That's good.
Speaking, and we're staying with food, how about wine? Another one of those studies.
Wine.
Another one of those studies. Well, no, not that kind of wine.
Okay.
If you enjoy one glass of wine a day, you are less likely to be admitted to the hospital than teetotalers. A new study suggests.
That study has been around for quite a while.
Finding moderate consumption of alcohol means lower risk of hospitalization. 11% more likely if you don't drink to show up in the hospital.
Calls for a drink.
Cheers. Cheers to you. I'd like to see what's in that that drink of yours. So, I mean, I'm not saying that advocates alcohol
it doesn't.
consumption.
No.
But what it says, I think, is that there must be some part of that that allows for greater circulation. Wouldn't you say?
To me, it says moderation.
Yes, one glass.
Don't drive too fast.
Was that study sponsored by Ernest and Julio Gallo?
Sponsored by Mr. Mogan David.
Yeah. Another fine wine.
Sugar in a bottle.
Yeah. They had a interesting thing happen on a Southwest flight Sunday. Did you hear about this?
I did.
It's probably in your stack, and that's
No,
why
it's
you're,
not.
you're,
It's
shooting
not.
lasers at me right
No,
now.
I didn't. I didn't think it was worth bringing.
I'm kidding. Okay.
It was a good story. It made me mad, actually.
They were traveling from Seattle to Dallas. You know, a lot of these planes, Tom, they have important cargo besides the passengers that they have to be able to go when they fly. Well, it was announced in mid-flight on Sunday that they had realized that they were carrying a human heart. The plane had gone from Sacramento to Seattle, and then it was going from Seattle to another point, and they discovered that they hadn't dropped off the heart.
Oops.
I mean, a life was depending on that heart getting there in time. So they really had no choice but to turn around and go back to Seattle, which is what they did. So, I mean, they were out to like an hour and a half. They had to come back. So, I mean, it really messed up a lot of people's travel plans. And a doctor that was on board said he understood. The people on board understood.
Right.
That's what they had to do. But they said it was, quote, a horrific story of gross negligence. How do you not get that off the plane?
Be still, my beating heart.
Because you only have a limited amount of time you can.
Yes.
You're about to lose your cover there, buddy.
Well, I want to be able to perform safe broadcasting. So,
how do they transport pets on airplanes?
In a cage.
Well,
a carrying case.
I was on a flight with a lady who had a little bitty dog, and she held it.
Right.
Okay. But if let's say you take on a 100-pound Great Dane, and they're put down in the
hole.
Obviously, it's climate controlled.
Must be.
But that'd be a shocker for a pet, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I think I'd have to find a way, unless it's like to Hawaii, I'd have to find a way to be able to transport that.
Well, you could have it declared an emotional support animal, and then you could take it on board with you.
This is a service rat.
I can't fly without my goat. Please let my goat have the window seat. He likes to look out.
Well, why do you have it? Well, I have to have goat milk, and it has to be fresh.
He's my friend.
Is it time for a break?
It is just about time for a break.
Guys, when we come back from a break, I have some Bruce Springsteen news.
Okay,
and I also have a story that's going to make you mad as to what has been banned in a school in Nebraska.
All right.
Okay. And we'll be back in just a moment on Morning Coffee.
The gift of the holidays is a precious reminder that we are loved. Happy holidays to everyone from Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield. Christy, Chris, Jenny, Linda, and Melinda. Harris Insurance, Herb and Shirley Harris, Mike Harris, Teresa Engel, Sarah Robbins, and Sharon Blood. Jay Fahey and Darren Rice, attorneys at law in downtown Fairfield. Kitty College in Fairfield, an accredited early childhood center with free state-funded pre-K, celebrating 22 years of service. Patty Sheer Magic in Fairfield, owner and stylist Patty Owen, stylist Hannah Froning, and stylist and nail technician Casey Austin. The Willow Tree in downtown Fairfield, Wes and Kathy York and staff. And Prairie Acres Farms and Trucking in Sisney, Lee Milligan and crew.
Maurice's has Christmas style covered for everything from trimming the tree to toasting the new year. Need a pretty party outfit? Maurice's has stylists in the store that are fashion and fit experts for every shape and size, 2 to 24. Want to cross off a lot on your gift list? We have jammies, jewelry, hats, scarves, and sweaters. Now through Sunday, save 30% on every regular price purchase at your local Maurice's store. Just mention this ad. Here's to dressing well and jingle bells. Maurice's.
Exclusions apply. See store for details.
You think you've got it bad? Just think about the poor women who married these schmucks. More show about nothing as the guys ramble on. This is Morning Coffee on WFIW and WFIWradio.com.
I'm sorry you got included in that, Tom.
Okay, Bruce Springsteen. He has had Springsteen on Broadway. It's ending a 14-month run at the Walter Carr Theater on this Saturday night. Ticket prices, well, the average paid price for a final week seat is $2,188, which is about 50% higher than the average paid price throughout the run as a whole. Well, here's something interesting. Ticketliquidator.com, it's another online platform, has a pair of prime orchestra-level seats for that performance. Guess what each of those two tickets is listed for?
Hundreds of dollars.
$42,511.
You got to love the boss.
The regularly priced Springsteen on Broadway seats run from $75 to $850. So you would be paying around $85? So you'd be paying $85,000.
He comes out every night and does the same show.
Well, it's Springsteen on Broadway.
So he just is it just a concert? I mean, he's not acting, is he?
I think he's there. He's there.
Well, yes.
Yeah, he'd have to be there for $42,000.
14-month. I was totally unaware of Springsteen.
So are we
on
talking
Broadway.
about 4 times a week and maybe twice on Sunday or something like that?
Not sure.
That would get old, wouldn't it? Of course, at $42,000, I think I could probably per seat. I could find a way to be able to perform every day.
The show is a stripped-down affair in which Mr. Springsteen tells his life story and sings some songs.
It's a one-man show.
Yeah, it's not.
There's no band.
Well, it's not a. Yeah, I think there is. It's far from a traditional rock concert.
That's wild.
I like Bruce Springsteen's music. My favorite was. This Gun's for Hire, anyway.
Dancing in the Dark?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Love that song. Love that song.
Courtney Cox in that video
Yes.
from the day. Back in the day, she was that unknown.
That was her first big
He asked
break.
her to come up on stage and dance with him.
Oh, yeah.
You remember
I have
that?
seen that.
Yeah. Hey, you know that you might have heard, I did a commentary I don't know, it was a couple of days ago or a week ago, about a satanic church in Chicago that has been allowed to put a display at the state capitol. Well, one of the state representatives from south of us, Republican Terry Bryant, she's from Murfreesboro, has now introduced legislation, a resolution to condemn the decision by the Illinois Secretary of State to allow the Satanic Temple of Chicago to place a statue in the State House rotunda along with displays that celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah. So it's going to be interesting to see. Again, you and I look at each other and we go, hey, you're down $100 billion in pensions. And this is the kind of stuff that's on the agenda there.
Well, according to Snopes.com,
yes,
which if I see a story and I think, I don't know about this, I'll try to check it out.
Yeah.
Well, the claim is that an elementary school principal in Nebraska banned candy canes from schoolrooms because they supposedly represent Jesus. You know, a little
because they're
candy,
a J.
Yeah, candy cane in the shape of a J.
It's a shepherd's hook.
Candy canes were off limits because historically, this is a quote, historically, the shape of the candy cane is a J for Jesus. The red is for the blood of Christ, and the white is a symbol of his resurrection. This would also include different colored candy canes. The list of banned items essentially does away with Christmas-specific decor or activities, including Christmas carols and music, reindeer, elf on the shelf, red and green items, but it allowed for non-Christmas winter imagery such as Yetis, penguins and snowmen, snow women, and snow people.
Display of the
Snowflakes.
cups, the aluminum cups,
Yetis.
the Yetis.
Yeah.
On the banned list, Santa's or Christmas items on worksheets, Christmas trees in classrooms, elf on the shelf, singing Christmas carols, playing Christmas carols, making a Christmas ornament as a gift, anything to do with reindeer, and Christmas videos and movies and or characters from Christmas movies.
That's unbelievable.
Apparently this is true.
Now, I just want to tell you something, and I don't want to have the whistle blown on
You
him.
better not bring this up.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I was just going to say.
I know what you were going to say, and you better not.
You see the story about Christmas ornaments?
Yes.
This lady in Alabama worked at this store, and this woman came up. She was dressed to the nines. She had arrived in a brand new Lexus, and their Christmas items were on sale because it was near the end of the season. And the lady came in, and she got these little gold ornaments that were 50 cents each.
Mm-hmm.
And she put them on the counter, and she said, I want these, but I want them for 25 cents each. And the lady said, no, I'm sorry, you can't have them. They're 50 cents each. And she's like, no, I want them for 25 cents, and insisted that she get them for 25 cents each. And the lady said, no. And the customer said, well, I have a friend who works at the store on the other side of town, and they said everything will be 90% off tomorrow, so I'll come back tomorrow and get them. And the lady behind the counter said, I'm sorry, but I can't guarantee that they'll be here.
Oh.
She said, well, there are 12 here, and I can't imagine anybody wanting 12. So the lady stormed out, and the lady behind the counter took all 12 of them, bought them for 50 cents each. Then at the end of her shift, went to the other side of town, to the other store, and bought all of the ornaments there. And when the lady came back the next day, she said, where are my ornaments? And she said, another customer came in and cleaned them out. She said, well, I guess I'll just go to the other store.
Have a nice day.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Well, people try anything, don't
Yes, they will. But that's a great story.
Yeah.
Wonderful story. Have you seen what the outgoing mayor of Chicago is proposing?
The Romster?
The Romster is on his way out. He's out in May.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to solve, there's a state problem, but there's a Chicago problem too. Of course,
They're broke as well.
Yes. So he's saying that his idea is they need to dramatically increase their Well, first of all, he wants a casino. He wants a gambling casino in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to legalize marijuana. He thinks that'll bring in lots of money as well. I think he's been smoking some. Anyway, and of course he has just come out 2 or 3 days before to say, our gas taxes just are too light in Illinois. They're below Indiana and Missouri, but they're too light. He's proposing 18 to 20 cents more per gallon. On the taxes. And I'm telling you, all those things line up with the new administration as well. And we're going to see the exodus continue. The ship is going to hit the sand. That's all I'm going to say about it. And it doesn't appear that there's anything that's going to stop it.
You saw what the gas taxes did to the folks in Paris, didn't you?
Oh, they got upset.
Yeah, they're burning the place down.
The guy's
I think
approval ratings are down to like 12%.
But haven't they redacted it?
Yes,
they have.
Yes, they did. Well,
well, here's the thing about these taxes. If he gets was this 18 to 20 cents for Chicago or for the state?
No, for the state.
Okay.
He wants his piece of that, of course.
Well, when lawmakers get more money, what do? They always spend more than they take in.
I've never heard any cuts.
No.
The folks that are in charge right now are talking nothing about let's pull back this program, let's do that, let's cut this. No discussion. It's all let's just add.
Let's add, let's get more money, and look at our roads, look at our medians that don't get mowed. And I know the local offices are dictated from up north what they do.
Okay, we've got a call here. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, it don't matter how much they raise taxes on things; they just mismanage what they get.
They always have and always will. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's so disappointing.
If something makes sense, legislators will not do it.
Right.
Right?
That's correct.
Yes.
If these legislators had to balance a family budget, let me back up. If these legislators were in private business, their business would be bankrupt and they would fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because they are spending our money foolishly, and it's not going to end. It's not going to end.
No, it's not. Well, not this. And it's because of the stranglehold that Chicago has on the electoral process. You're always going to get a Democratic one-party rule. Then it really comes down to who's got the most girth in that party, and it's clearly the secretary, the attorney, the Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House, Michael Madigan.
And so he's going to now. Now, Pritzker's done a pretty good job of getting his attention by giving him millions of dollars before the election, but I still think this is going to be a train wreck, and it's just going to continue on. And it's a shame. That's a downer, and it's not a show about nothing when you start getting into that stuff.
Let's talk about Hertz. Hertz.
I was going to say, my back hurts.
One more call here.
All right.
Hi, you're on the Morning Coffee.
Yes, I served on the tax-supported board years ago, and after the first meeting, the president of the board took me aside and he said, if you don't ever remember anything, remember this. The easiest thing in the world to do is spend other people's money.
That is so true.
That's great.
It's so true. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it's not yours.
Yeah.
Okay, Hertz rental cars. They're looking to speed up the car rental experience. And they are going to do it with...
They're going to bring back OJ?
Facial...
running through the airport and TSA running after him.
Facial recognition tech.
Oh, yeah.
Hertz says it will cut the checkout time from 2 minutes to under 30 seconds. And it's going to start off at Hartsfield, Jackson, Atlanta International Airport, and 40 additional airport locations will be added next year. What I found interesting here, I have rented a few cars. It says they're going to cut the checkout time from 2 minutes to under 30 seconds. 2 minutes?
I've never been there that fast.
Good gravy.
No, it's been minutes, 10, 15 minutes for me to get a car.
Because the person ahead of you who has a reservation, they can't find it.
Yeah.
That's Murphy's Law.
Did you, along that line, did you see that they say the government did a facial recognition test to see if it would work from a criminal standpoint on everybody that attended the most recent Taylor Swift concert.
They did. I saw that they had facial recognition. How did it turn out?
I don't know. I don't have
okay.
that. I'm just saying it was announced, not that by the government, by somebody else saying, look, this is. They just went in and they did facial recognition on 10,000, 12,000 people.
Looking for criminals.
Looking for criminals to be able to see if that technology worked so that, you remember we had a story about a month or two ago, it's not just facial recognition, it's our gait. It's how we walk.
Yes.
We're going to start being able
the
to.
gait. I lost a train of thought. That's not unusual.
Let's reach a certain age.
The iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 does facial recognition.
Usually when you say that you've lost, that's time for us to take a break so you can go to the
good.
bathroom.
I'm good. I just got an iPhone. I just got an iPhone 8.
Yes.
And I didn't want the 10 because I have a friend or two that has the 10 that does facial recognition.
Seriously?
Yeah,
really?
That's all it does.
I didn't know that.
And it's not been 100%.
It's just my fingerprint right now.
So, okay.
Right.
After the break, we have some trivia today, and we'll have some fun with that.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take a skeptical grandma.
Set in her ways?
A smidge.
Grandma, try this ultimate meatball marinara made with ultimate cheesy garlic bread. Melted mozzarella, parmesan, garlic butter spread. It's just like yours.
Like mine? My grandmother's recipe?
Try it.
You know, my grandmother's cheesy garlic bread was never all that.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
A public auction for the estate and personal property of Charles Hoffey will be held Saturday, December 15th, beginning at 11 a.m., 402 Independence Street, West Salem. Items to be sold include a 3-bedroom ranch-style home with a garage on a nice corner lot. Track 2 consists of a 24-by-30 garage. A 2005 Crown Victoria with 48,000 miles will also be up for bid. They have household items and a large variety of tools. Plan to attend this auction Saturday, December 15th at 11 a.m. in West Salem. For more information and photos, visit Carson Auction online. Justin Carson, auctioneer.
It's about being in the moment and making that moment count. Focusing on what you find important and what you want most out of life. At SSM Health, we call this the healing power of presence, which means we take the time to connect, listen, and understand. This is at the heart of everything we do. SSM Health. Knowing you better as a person helps us treat you better as a patient.
WFI, WFM 104.9. It is time to call down to Sheldon Bunning at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler Center here in Fairfield, 7107 dial, and see what's going on. And there's one ringy-dingy. You are listening to Morning Coffee here on WFI, WFM 104.9.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. This is Tom at WFIW. Sheldon in?
Well, not at Carnaby. He doesn't work at Carnaby.
Hey. Hey, Christy. How you doing? I missed you. I missed you. That's what it is. We keep meeting like
you selling cars now?
Sheldon is selling Kubi bras, and I'm selling cars.
All right. Okay. We keep meeting like this. People are going to start to talk. All right. Let's see. Try this other number. 842-995. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do.
I've got to find out about this.
Good morning, the mine.
Good morning. This is Tom at the radio station. Is Sheldon in?
Yeah, hang on just a second.
This rumor that he's throwing in Kubi bras with
that might
cars.
That'll bring him in.
Good morning. This is Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm just fine. This is Tom at WFIW. We're calling to find out what's going on with the whole. You're offering Kubi bras with the new car sales. Is that what I hear from Christy?
I think something like that sounds right. Yeah, and maybe even some Brighton hardware to go along with that.
Ooh.
we'll share the advertising with Carnaby any day. That's for sure.
We'll have the car lot cleared off by noon today. That's
right.
That's what
and
we're doing.
We've got a variety of colors to choose from to go with these.
Okay.
All
right.
Good morning, gentlemen. You caught me off guard there. I gotta give you that, Tom.
Well, I accidentally called Christy instead of you, so that's why we're calling a little bit late. So what's going on up there at Le Mans Chevrolet?
I tell you what, we actually December, and we have been busy. There are some really good incentives on both of our Chrysler and General Motors products. GM is running on several of their vehicles now what they call employee pricing for everyone. You get to buy a vehicle as if you're an actual GM employee, which is a really nice discount. And that is something that they don't do every day, but that's on the 18 models, and they're trying to get rid of those, and they're going pretty quick. Sales are good, thank goodness. Another thing I wanted to do was the boys in the back there. I was going to throw them a little love this morning back to Quick Lube and remind everybody that we do pick up and deliver vehicles here in the city limits for no charge. If you need your oil changed, all you have to do is give a call, ask for Jay Hyatt, and they'll pick your car up and deliver it back to you here in the city limits for no charge for pickup and delivery. Also, on select tires right now, we've got anywhere from $40 to $100 mail-in rebate on select tires right at the moment. Person could save themselves some money there. It's Christmas time. We all need all the extra money we can get right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's a food in Fairfield I know other than pork burgers that everybody likes. Probably number 2 is pizza.
Yes.
And we are blessed with some of the best pizzas in Southern Illinois here with Classic as well as DiMaggio's and several others around town. If you get 5 oil changes, we give you a free large pizza, and you get to choose where you go get it at. And
wow.
We pay for it. Exactly. So, you get your car serviced, you get your belly full, you leave with a smile. You got to grin at Jay. He's hard not to grin at.
All right.
And if you got free pickup and delivery, if you're at work and you need your car serviced, you just give us a call. We come and get it, and we take care of it for you.
Okay, Jeff. Well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome, man. Hey, remember this. You'll like the way we do business.
That's right. Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler Center in Fairfield. You can get them on Main Street and Delaware now with 2 entrances to serve you better.
Exactly. All right, Tom. You have a great day.
You too, Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
That's Jeff out of Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler Center. And it's time now for a look at the radar weather. Taking a look at the radar right now, we've got rain pushing up from the south. It is currently 45 here in Fairfield, 45 in Alney, 45 in Flora, 44 in Salem. It is 46 in Mount Vernon, and right now the radar is showing us 46 in McLeansboro and in Carmine. It is 45 here. Our normal temperature for today is 42. Our average normal high is 42. Our projected high today is around 50. 100% chance for rain today. And currently in Fairfield, as I said, it is 45. We picked up 0.08 of an inch of precipitation.
Surely you have something better to do. Morning Coffee continues on WFIW, WFIWradio.com, and YouTube. And by the way, don't call me Shirley. Back to the show about nothing.
I would never call you Shirley. Just a couple of reminders. I have personally taken great advantage of the Big Deal Store. It's up in the upper right-hand corner of WFIWradio.com. You get gift certificates for much less than what it costs retail. Now, let me tell you what I've done. I've bought a bunch of stuff from Bullard's for Christmas gifts. They have some great ideas. I have purchased the heck out of the Nap oil certificates. I'm getting 70% or 30% off of all my gas right now because of what I did there. And because my Basset Hounds are going to Murphy's Pet Care and grooming, as well as they're going to have room and board this weekend. I got them the room that has the flat screen so that they can watch HBO. I bought that as well.
And the window with a view.
All on that, all on the Big Deal Store. 4 real quick ones. In Serendipity, you can get a gift certificate. Simply Enough Scrubs and Stuff, $10 for $7. Uniquely Rustique, a $10 certificate for $7. And Jackie's Lunchbox, $10 for $7. Get them before they run out. Go right ahead, David.
All right, we have some trivia today. Tom, when I asked the question, we paused for a few seconds so our listeners at home can play along.
Okay.
And I say that out loud because
So it's like a trivia contest. I have to write it down.
It is. Well,
That's
you
right.
can't. That's right. Okay, guys, the theme today is music, but it's okay. Whose 2013 world tour was called the Mrs. Carter Show? Who was the artist?
Carter
2013, the Mrs. Carter Show. And you have certainly heard of her. Okay, Tom is writing fastidiously.
I'm writing, I don't know, Mrs. Carter, so I'm going to say it was the person who was married to Aaron Carter, but I don't know who that was.
Do you have an answer?
I'll just take a shot and say Reba McEntire.
Beyonce.
Well, that would be very close to Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
Which country pop singer?
Sisters.
Which country pop singer was born Eileen Regina Edwards? She has a stage name now, professional name, but she was born. She sings country. Some have crossed over to pop, and she was born Eileen Regina Edwards.
I don't know.
Any wild stab there, Buddy Rowe?
No, I'll say Taylor Swift.
Okay, good guess.
I'm going to go with Reba.
We're going to go with the right answer, which is Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Boy, she hasn't had anything lately.
No, but
she hasn't done an album in a long time.
Yeah.
No, she hasn't.
She's got a new album coming out, though.
Whose bed have your boots been on? Wasn't that her? Okay. Easy one. Whose band was the Tijuana Brass?
Oh, I got that.
By the way, I learned it this week or last week. It's not Tijuana. It's Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Okay. And Tom?
Oh, that's me?
Yes.
Herb Alpert.
Herb Alpert.
Very good.
Absolutely.
He used to team up with Trini Lopez a lot.
Back in the
road.
60s, Cliff Richards had a backing group. Who were they called? Cliff Richard and his backup group did an album of instrumentals. They were very, very good.
The Richardettes.
Is that your guess? The Richardettes?
I have no idea.
Tom?
These are too obscure.
Cliff Richard and the Shadows.
These
Who were the famous backing singers on most of Elvis Presley's early hits? The backup singers. 3 guys. They were big. They had a wonderful gospel album, as did Elvis.
I'm sorry, I can't
Kingsman?
remember. No.
No.
The Jordanaires.
Jordanaires, yeah.
Okay, we're not doing well.
No.
The Stratocaster is a model of which guitar maker? A Stratocaster guitar.
I don't.
Who makes Stratocasters? Tom wrote down
Fender.
Very good, man.
Good job. Way to save us.
Their
buddy.
bass player was called the Jazz Man or something. Okay. Which British reggae band?
Come on, man.
Best remembered for their 1982 successful single that was called "Pass the Dutchie."
These are so
Tom,
obscure.
I thought you would get
Is
this.
that UB40?
No.
Oh my.
I thought Tom would get this.
Because, of my
put
well-known love of reggae.
I put this question. It was a top 40 hit. It was a top 40 hit.
82.
Pass the Dutchie. The group is Musical Youth. I thought you'd get that.
Musical Youth.
That's why I put
Okay.
it in there. Okay, we have 3 more. Which American rock and roll star caused controversy when he married a young teenager?
No, that's very easy.
Actually, it was his cousin.
Yeah.
She was 13 and he wasn't. What's your answer, Mike?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee.
The Killer.
The Killer.
2 more. Who is the oldest of the 4 original Beatles? Who is the oldest?
4 original Beatles?
Yeah. John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Okay.
Of those 4, I'm sorry, because you were thinking of
I
Steve
was thinking
Sutcliffe
of-
and Pete Best.
Yes.
I'm going to go with George.
Ringo.
George was the youngest.
Really?
The oldest was Ringo. He was 3 months older than John. Ringo was born on July 7th
He's
of
still
1940.
kicking.
And the final question.
Yes.
It's a gimme before I give you the answer.
Okay.
I got to milk this puppy out for another minute or so.
All right. Milk
In
it.
about 1974, this man and his band were playing at the NCO Club in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. They took a break, and he joined us for a beverage during their break.
You were hanging with him just
I
like...
was hanging with this guy for about 15 minutes.
Wow.
What a gentleman.
Well,
Okay.
that means he must be big.
Yeah.
The question is, whose band was the All-Stars?
Well, Ringo's got one called the All-Stars, but
Yeah.
No.
Ringo didn't come to
This is
Oklahoma.
back in the 60s, 70s, and maybe into the 80s.
I have no idea.
You have his name and the All-Stars.
Yeah. Ringo Starr and the All-Stars.
Yeah.
His big hit in 65 was Shotgun.
That didn't help.
Junior Walker.
Thank you.
Good job, Tom.
Junior Walker and the All-Stars.
Good
a gentleman
job.
deluxe. I'm sorry to say he has passed away, but what a gentleman, what a saxophone player, and thank you very much.
I've got trivia tomorrow, and it's going to be interesting.
You guys, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. I had fun with this.
Yeah, I can
All
tell because
right.
you stumped us.
There you go.
All
Hey,
right,
good
thank-
talk to you later,
Yeah.
dudes. Bye.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Gather around a new dining room table for the holidays. See their weekly pictures and prices on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The morning after Michael Cohen's sentencing, tweets from the president about his former attorney and so-called fixer. President Trump saying he never directed him to break the law, tweeting,
Those charges were just agreed to by him in order to embarrass the president and get a much reduced prison sentence.
Fox's Kevin Corke.
Cohen has also agreed to cooperate with the special counsel in the hopes of further reducing his time behind bars. We'll figure out if that happens between now and, say, 89 days from now.
Some senators getting ready for a vote to send a message to Saudi Arabia over the killing of a journalist.
Just because you're our ally, you cannot kill with impunity and believe you can get away with it.
Democratic Senator Bob Menendez, that resolution up for a vote in the Senate, coming a day after senators cleared debate on the bill that would cut U.S. military support for the Saudi-led coalition fighting in Yemen. This is Fox News.
Welcome to Fox Nation, an exclusive streaming service designed for the Fox News superfan, Sean Hannity.
The great thing about Fox Nation, you can always get us 24/7, 365.
Britt Hume.
I'd like to hear more. Fox Nation is the place to go to do that.
Janine Pirro.
And that's why people come to us. They trust us, they believe us, and they know that we're giving it to them straight.
It's members-only content you won't see anywhere else. Fox Nation is live, so start your free trial at foxnation.com today. Fox Nation. Opinion done right.
Shepard Smith.
There's so many streams of information coming. Some are designed to distract you and to mislead you. When news is breaking, you have to slow down. We have to begin with what's most important. I'm here to find out what happened, to report it without fear or favor, in context and perspective, and to be honest, brutally honest about every bit of it. We work endless hours to make sure that when we deliver it to you as fact, it's a fact.
Shepard Smith on Fox News Channel. Real news.
I'm Jeff Vaughn with today's news headlines. Fairfield 4th Ward Alderman Terry Stahl says he voted against the formation of a steering committee for the Atkinson Forest project because the membership seemed one-sided. The 10-person committee was named at Tuesday's city council meeting. He also said the city is not in a position to contribute to the project, and it is only obligated to minimal maintenance of the Atkinson Forest. A boil order has been issued in West Salem for all residents on North Union Street, north of the School Street intersection, and all customers north and east of that street. Customers in those areas should boil water to be used for human consumption until further notice. Nolene Tubbs, executive director of the Wayne Edwards County Farm Service Agency, says the deadline for producers to file their crop certification reports is this Saturday for fall-seeded small grains. There are exceptions that apply to the reporting date, and anyone with questions should contact the FSA office at 842-7602, extension 2. The Fairfield Cumberland Presbyterian Church will hold upward basketball evaluations this evening from 5 to 8 p.m. in the church's gymnasium. Upward basketball is available to boys and girls from kindergarten through 6th grade. Practices will begin at the end of January. The cost to join is $50. Those are your headlines. I'm Jeff Vaughn.
Here is your Classic Hits WFIW 104.9 Fairfield area weather. Today there's a 100% chance of rain, high of 49, and tonight 80% chance of rain, low around 44. On Friday, 100% chance for showers, high of 50 and low of 43. Saturday, 90% chance of rain in the morning, high of 46, low of 32. Sunday, sunny, high of 51 and low of 30. And finally, Monday, sunny, high of 47 and a low of 27. You're listening to WFIW 104.9.
Last fall, my husband lost his health benefits. We're too young for Medicare, so we needed to buy our own insurance. Things got real for us. We were so happy we found Health Alliance. Not only does an actual person answer the phone, they actually help, too. We were able to keep our same doctor and get a rate we could afford. Visit healthalliance.org/plans to learn more. Open enrollment is November 1st through December 15th. Health Alliance. Insurance for real life.
It only comes once a year, so here's a little something special for your ears from Classic Hits 104.9 WFIW.